We had a ball.
Yeah.
We were out fishing. I think after 4 hours of fishing, it became work. I said, we're done.
Right.
Oh, we can't have you all night. No, we won't.
Nice.
They were fun. Food was great.
We've heard stories, similar stories about the Key on taxis. You know, they're true. They are true.
So, anyway, yeah.
I remember going down there when I was a kid one time. And we went down there for highlight games. Highlight games and bullfights.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they got a taxi to take us somewhere, I don't know, wherever, we just went between the highlight games and bullfights, but there was like 10 people, kids sat on the floor. Everybody was and we in and out of traffic, and oh yeah, it was
Our chief's name is Bob.
Scott. Hey, you know what I heard on PNZ on the way up here?
So,
Today is National Clean Off Your Desk Day.
that's clean.
I side throw that. I thought that was funny.
Morning, Todd.
Morning all. Morning, Terry.
How are you? Christy.
She's trying to finish the month over here.
Oh. You didn't get that closed out?
Not yet. It's hard to click on it. I take it off. It's easier to.
Yeah, might be easier.
That's a full board. That way Susan can share.
What?
Susan can share. Yeah. Take it first. Yep.
Christine will probably
Month up.
until she can get it.
Never have.
Oh, okay. She's trying to do that now.
Okay.
When she gets it done, she'll bring it down.
Never ends.
Okay.
That's fine.
She's right with it, isn't she?
Yes.
Morning, Howard.
Good morning.
Morning, Alex.
Good morning.
Hi, Tara.
Good morning.
All right, I've got 9 o'clock, call the meeting order with pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, I'd entertain a motion to accept the agenda as written.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded to accept the agenda as written. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. First order of business that we need to do today is to elect a chair and vice chair. And I would be willing to serve in the chairman spot again this year.
I nominate Mark Pruett as the chairman.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to re-elect Mark Pruett as chair. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Now the next order of business is to elect a vice chair.
I'll nominate Keith Kelly as the vice chair.
You want to be vice chair?
Nope.
Okay.
I'll second that. Any further discussion? It's properly moved and seconded to elect Keith Kelly as vice chair. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay. Take care of that. Ease out of the way. We do have some more tax abatements from the treasurer's office. official minutes to sign.
Still looking for the
Okay.
last one.
Morning.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Good.
Copies for
Yes.
stuff like that.
Is this going to be?
I like that on the back.
I'll take this opportunity to remind everyone that the local government days is January 28th. down at it'll start out at Courthouse Statehouse. If you're able to make it for the morning session to visit with our legislators, then we'll go to the KEC offices and then to Beacon after that to mingle with our elected officials. So,
Yeah.
and you have to register, so it doesn't cost anything, it's just a register, get a head count.
Thank you.
Tear those rules.
See if there's anything in there.
Nope. I see.
Yep. Works for me.
This way you can take it down easier. What's that? Oh, no.
One thing too, I guess that we can take care of now before we go to Road and Bridge is Dan had notified Christie that he had resigned from AAA. So we need to appoint a representative to AAA. I don't know if he was on it as a commissioner. I don't know if you guys had any correspondence with him. He had recommended someone. I don't know if you want to keep him on there or how you want to do that. Any recommendations?
I don't have any concerns with being somebody from the public.
Okay.
I'm not interested.
And he recommended something.
He had recommended, I'm trying to think who it was. Somewhere.
Forgot to put it on the page.
He had recommended Lean Hundley.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. I don't know, but
I don't know him either, so
if they're
if they're
willing
willing
to
to
serve,
serve,
I think we just reach out to them and see if they're interested.
Okay.
Do you know them? Do you know them?
I know, the name's familiar, but do you?
he's a retired principal and president of the Historical Society.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do know. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
She's
be
a
good.
female.
Is her husband a photographer?
Yes, Jen.
He took some of these pictures.
She's involved in historical society.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she'd be good.
Okay, he would reach out to, your office reach out to her and see if she would be interested in serving, and so we'll get her appointed next week. All right, 9:15, what you got, guys?
Okay. Well, last week you guys asked about the tracking systems.
Yes.
Cat and working tractor, John Deere. Cat is right in the middle of a big upgrade. Usually it does wait until they get all those changes made and learn what they are before they can talk to us.
Okay.
Working tractor, Steve has come today to speak with us and answer questions that you guys may have.
Sure.
You can grab your chair, come on
Yeah,
out.
you can come on up here.
I'm Friday.
I was sitting next. There you go. How are you this morning?
All right. Well, what questions do you guys have? What?
As far as your GPS system, how do you track? Do you have to have cellular service? Do you do satellite?
It is off the satellite and the cellular both.
Okay,
It pings depending on where it's at, anywhere from every 30 seconds to 5 minutes. If we go over here and put it in non-Deere equipment, like your trucks or your just other equipment, it's a 3-wire system. The modem itself is, off the top of my head, about $469 plus the 3-wire, and it's free subscription. So if you buy the modem and get it hooked up and installed, you don't pay us a monthly or yearly or anything. The only thing is with technology, 30 or 40 years down the road, you might have to upgrade the modem. Yeah.
So you said it's like $469,
Roughly.
so $500.
Yeah, well, with the pigtail, so yeah, you're looking at probably closer to 600 by it's all kind of said and done.
I don't know that that's for the trucks. If we were to add the trucks.
Just for trucks.
Yeah.
But if we just go with what's already in the John Deere equipment,
Yeah, you've already got it on certain ones already.
so what's the cost? Is it we have to pay a cellular fee?
You buy the modem and get it installed. That cost, that first initial cost is for life.
and that's in the graders.
Right now, yeah, and your
So you'd
track
be
loader.
purchasing a modem for the graders right now to get your system up and running in those?
It's actually pinging right now. I got it on my
On the John Deere graders that we have right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And your track loader and backhoe.
Right.
So again, the purchase for modems would be for the trucks.
Non-John Deere equipment.
So your equipment that doesn't have it now, you would have to purchase. Yes.
Right.
And it's a simple installation. It's 3-wire. You got power, ground, and remote. So it's going to show you where it's at. It's going to show you the hours. But other than that, that's pretty much all it's going to do. It's not going to show you your alerts or codes or anything like that.
No speeds, no anything.
RPMs?
None of that. But the machines that are on now that already are JD linked, like your graders and stuff, they will.
Well, that's what I'm curious about is the graders. So they will show how fast they're traveling.
Yes.
Do they show whether blades up and down, anything like that?
Yes, it gets pretty in depth for sure. You can see what gear they're in, how long of time they've been in there, what percentage of power they're putting in that.
RPMs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what would Scott and Joe need as far as for their laptop to monitor this?
We just send a link, and I think Scott's already got it
Yeah,
available.
JD Link and Verizon, those two.
So the only thing that we would do is, once we got the modems, before we install them, we'd send the serial number off to John Deere. They get registered, they get turned on. Once they're on, they're on.
In the graders and the equipment, the John Deere equipment, it's already on and we can start using it.
Yes. I've got it up on my phone right now, and you can get the app for it as well.
They need to get the app for it. That's the easiest way.
Yes, so that way you're constant. I mean, you always got it. I mean, it's hard to see. I don't know if you mind me.
No.
But it kind of, I mean, it's pinging right there.
Yeah.
So you can see your machines, where they're at and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it alerts you. On those machines, you can set up your alerts like if it's, 25% fuel, you can set it up to alert yourself to go, make sure that they're putting fuel in it or whatever you might want to be. You can set geofences as well.
There's options that they can look through and decide what they want to use and customize. Yeah.
And as anything, it's constantly evolving and improving and adding more stuff.
Sure.
And we do get alerts, even, equipment we sold almost 3 years ago that's down in Mexico, we still get alerts on that.
Yeah, and that's
You
the
need to
crazy
figure
thing.
out how to get that shit off.
Well, and I'll tell you the reason is they themselves down there have to agree to the terms now that they're the new owners.
So you can't just take the serial number off of our list and get rid of it that way?
I would like to say yes, but no.
Yeah. I had a cousin that sold a combine and he could still see it in Russia.
Yeah,
So,
it's pretty wild. I don't know.
So maybe whenever we sell a John Deere equipment, one of the stipulations are they agree to disable it before they purchase it.
And yeah, I mean, and all that really is really you take the fuse out of it or just unplug it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm interested in you guys getting that up and running. Sounds like you can do it as soon as you want to, and just play with it, see what you think, see, have you got a laptop yet? Cool.
You just got on Samsara today, after 6 weeks of that.
So, yeah, I think that would be good that you guys go ahead and get the app on and give it a try.
Yeah.
And then, again, whenever updates are available, we may have to pay for the updates.
Yeah, it's
Understandable.
it's not so what happens is the modems, they kind of look in the future, they'll do a 4G, a 5G and whatnot, and then if, say their towers change to, I don't know, 6G or whatever they're going to next, there's a possibility that we might have to upgrade those modems. But there again, when it does happen like that, they just don't force you to, they give you some time, and they usually will run like 50% off, because it's not your fault you've got to, upgrade. So,
And there again, that would be on non-John Deere equipment.
yes.
Okay.
I mean, you can put it on anything, right? But the
Right.
ones that do, most of your John Deere equipment now has it.
Yes.
You got a track hoe that does not have it. That we could install it the same way, 3-wire thing, and it's just going to show hours and location. It won't show diagnostics or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, and it's that simple.
Okay.
The only thing that you would probably need to do, Scott, is just make sure that it's relatively easily, not easily, but you don't want to put it, I don't know, under the cab of the truck or something, so it has a better cell signal or service. That's the only thing. You can put it in the cab of the truck or.
Okay. Anybody else got any questions?
I think it's notes here.
And you guys, Scott can reach out to me. I actually live in Jackson County. I'm not that far away. I can come up.
And we can go back and track, see, like the Samsara was showing Joe this morning, that I can go on the calendar and put in where the guy's been the last 7 days, where he's been the last 30 days.
Yep.
And it shows up on his map.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think we can go back up to like 3 years. So it's pretty in depth.
The person we pulled up this morning on the grader, the past 30 days, we could see some areas that he hasn't been in. So we're gonna contact him, this morning, to let him know, hey, he may want to truck and look at those, it's all they could find, but he did not run his grader across those.
Yeah.
roads. So,
And you can also set up geo fences too, where if you're like, well, I'm worried about them, I don't know, going to see their buddy across, and once you cross that line, it'll alert you going.
Working for Jeff County.
Yeah, well, you know, you never know. I mean, just stuff like that. So, but
now the mowers, I can see that.
Now, I think it's well worth,
Yeah, well,
Go ahead and
we
give
can
it-
look into it and get.
giving it a try. But at least on the equipment that we currently have it on.
Yes.
But on the dump trucks and
Right.
stuff,
At this point, it's gonna cost us.
Yeah.
To decide to do something.
right. I mean, you have your initial cost of the modem and the wire or the plug pigtail, but other than that, once it's hooked up and going, it's a free subscription. So,
Perfect.
I mean, it does do you guys well, really.
He also had some questions about the groomer. We talked a little bit last week when he was here, so after our meeting, we're gonna go out and watch it run. He wanted to see it, so.
Just curiosity.
Yeah.
I've seen it drive by the house a couple times, and
Sure.
I've seen it in action, but I was passing it, so I was just kind of curious.
I often wondered too, after we talked about it, why it couldn't be pulled behind a grader too. I know it's
Speed.
putting out, it's speed.
Yeah, because they want you to go on 10 miles an hour faster, which I know a grader will do. But then you're gonna get that call in of, well, why is the grader busting down the road today?
No, I get
And
it.
then again, the tractor, you get
Less hours.
$80,000 versus
No.
Yeah.
Maybe that apparatus could be applied underneath. Instead of blade.
It's got all kinds of different things out there. It's just all on how much.
A little bit smaller ones pulling down the pickup trucks is where we're running around.
Yep, take a look at it, see what you think.
We did get a compliment, I don't know which HUD, but they stopped down and visited with AJ and Ethan last week and was impressed with where we're running, so.
Oh, really?
They actually complimented.
That'd be west of Manhattan, so probably, yeah.
I don't know which one.
Yeah,
There's not so long.
we're good.
Steve, thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming in.
Sharing your insight with us.
Yeah, and again, if you guys have any more questions, I'm more than happy to come up and visit with you guys. And you guys as well can get on it. Once all I gotta do is just get your guys' emails, and we can actually with Scott, we can just add them right in there. If you guys wanted to look at any time, you can log in and see. So,
Okay.
same with your phone. I mean,
Right.
it's literally just hit the app button and wait, until she pulls up, and there you go.
Yeah, I can put it on the app on here.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, for sure.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
What's your last name?
CHERMOK.
Tell Dustin I said hi.
Oh, will do. Yeah, I was talking to him. So, I guess I'll put my shirt back. Am I good to go, or?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good, buddy.
Hang on, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, well, I can
Hey,
take it
it's
out.
probably supposed to.
There's a coffee shop across the street if you want to get a
Oh, no, I
coffee.
guess I can sit in here and hang out.
We got an email last week, here real quick, got the right-of-way list, that I've been signing, we're supposed to get you guys a copy of it.
Oh,
For
yeah.
HC, and our call log for last year. Would be cool just to email this information to you guys,
Save your paper.
Yeah.
Last year, we had a total of 605 calls. We completed 538 of them, and there's 70 of them that's in process right now. Just for your information, Keith, do we get out and look at the roads? I wrote 91 of those 605.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Can we keep this, or do you
Yes.
need this back? Okay, so I'll take a little time to look at it. Okay, perfect.
How many were in progress?
70. We got information from the state the other day for grant money for bridges for 2028. So out with Matt, and we're looking at T7 and 215, P292, J4 and 256, and R and 324 as possible off-road system and local road systems. So, just get that turned into them and see if we get the grants or not. The weed cost share program, about charging for storage fees and handling fees, if we want to do that. I've got some numbers here. We can sell product at a 25% discount, but we can't go over 100% of the actual cost that we have. And we're running through their sheet from the state. There's a couple of them that shows us above cost, so we have to keep those at cost. Like the 240, it was showing that the chemical cost per unit was $10.27. After running through this system here, it'd be $10.58. So that's above cost. So we sell that at cost instead of 25% off. Your free legs, which is another 240, we buy at $27.75. We sell it at $23.69. And last year, we were at $28.81, so there's a $3 increase that the customer would be paying instead of him. So, you guys want to look at this?
Yeah, I'd like to take a look at that, see what we got.
Again, this is the sheet from the state, and we just fill in the blank with our numbers and kind of go from there.
Okay, perfect.
Basically, if you look at it, right now the county's paying 25%.
Start at 2025 or 2026?
That was the start of 2025.
Okay,
But that's the numbers we have to run is for
for
2025.
2025, okay,
Yes.
I got you.
Yes, because that's after,
Okay,
all the numbers are sold in dollars and everything, so. But basically, it's looking at, the county was paying 25% of the cost for the consumer, and that would be around, we'd be paying around 14%.
Okay.
We got information from Ham Quarry out here, Soldier. They're doing a cost increase of 6%. Coming up here real soon. So our road rock, which we're getting 1727 would be 1831 now. And then our 2-inch that we're getting 1769 would be 1875.
17 for the river, 83.
On the quarter, or 1727 to 1831.
And that's effective January 1.
That hasn't gone into effect yet, I think.
Okay.
Okay, W Road out there, there's some rumors going around that we're out of rock money for the completion of W Road. That's not true. We still have $69,817.10
To spend on W.
spend on
to finish it.
Yes. We're putting the bid sheet together to get some bids on culverts for the year, like we always do the first year. So we'll get those out here probably by the end of the week. Hopefully the next couple weeks we'll get some information back on those. Signs, I'd like to go ahead and purchase those because we're out of those. Signposts, we've been scrambling around trying to get those here the past couple weeks. So we'd like to go ahead and at least get them down in,
Where are you getting them?
on the national sign of Alpha. So, to use that. Did we get that? Yeah. Okay, that's, sheet that we gave was, stuff we did last week for the roads.
Did you
On
get
rock
a
too.
sheet on that too, please?
Also, which is not on the list, is, they rebuilt an intersection at B and 254. And they also changed out 2 to B and 254. This week, we have the entrance pipe at B, north of 16 highway, A, north of 6. The trailer that we've been working on in the shop, got the ceiling for it last week. West Middle come in, hopefully wrap it up this week. And we did not get the boom in yet to start working on it. We had 3 graders go down last week, so that's kind of what we were focused on. So hopefully we get the excavator in this week and start working on it. So the graders are back up and running. I think that's all I had.
Okay. Joe, you got anything?
No, I don't have anything. Thank you.
The main thing I have is to remind you to put your calendar for the end of March, and that and each quarter after that, to turn in a voucher to the clerk's office for the uniform.
You guys been able to share. Nice.
And if you want to, this here, just have the girls type that up, send it out as an email. That way it's.
It'll be a little later, because Matt usually gives that to us.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, but to me, it's just kind of, it's better to send it out as an email that way,
That's fine.
okay? I mean, that's my opinion, you guys happy with that?
Sure.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Does anybody else have anything for road bridge?
Well, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, as far as roads or anything?
No.
Okay. All right, you got it, what you got?
Well, you got the first draft of the letter tribe here. A couple of holes in it that we can talk about it. I don't know if you just want to go ahead and take some time to take a look at that, because there's a couple of blanks in there, because I know that there have been discussion, I think, about how much was expended on those roads, but I didn't catch the exact number when it was being about, so I wanted to get those numbers back. How much was spent over what time period? That's last paragraph on the first page. And then,
It's like 3 million something.
Well, it's 2 million, or no, 3,800,000 and some.
I have it upstairs.
I've got it, too. I didn't bring it with me today.
yeah, well, nobody has that kind of handy, then just somebody,
I can email it.
yeah, email it to me. And is it over a time period or?
It was 2000.
2008 until now.
Okay.
You just want the number, then we send you a whole sheet.
Send me a whole sheet, just because I'll probably be asked about it. And then the last thing would be who's kind of the contact person. I'm assuming it's me. You guys can tell me if that's not the case. Me,
Has any of this been, have you contacted any of them at all?
No.
Because I've sent emails for the past 2 weeks to this Lonnie Hamer and get no response back.
yeah, and I'm just, yeah, and I don't know that this is going to garner anything, but we'll, try, maybe it would be best for me to be the point of contact on this, but I'm not much to say.
There's a gentleman also, Joshua Martin. Nebraska, which is supposed to be the
Canadian.
FW.
The highway.
Yeah.
The highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been copying him on the emails too, just so he has a track things.
Yeah, I
Get
get
a
it.
copy of that for Todd.
Lonnie, since it's Lonnie and it's City Dairy, since I'm an attorney, I probably shouldn't contact anybody in the tribe directly. It's kind of just a question, issue, so. I don't know if there's anybody else we want to include in the tribe, felt appropriate.
Again, on the emails, whenever he does send anything out, he's got a list of people on there. So
Who's your equivalent at the tribe?
it would be down here, it would be Lisa Walker.
Well, we can do the copy.
I like it.
We'll kind of add to it a little bit. Last time we asked to check online to see about those audits and what we get. I have found that there's a gap for some reason after 2021 a little bit. You can get, what you get is kind of a overall view of every tribe and the total money. We're kind of divided up by program a little bit. You really don't get here's how much they get from maintenance. You could probably deduce somebody who has a little bit more facility with those program names, and everybody probably could deduce what they're getting for each one, but it really is kind of a overall view. So for example, in 2021, the Prairie Band received $563,000, pretty much a little more than that. And they seem to have expended about $220,000 of that.
For maintenance or for everything?
Everything.
Or is that just stuff?
Well, that would be everything that the feds give.
Okay.
So that's the totals. But there isn't a listing, like I said, you can go through the programs and you can see there's not anything expended for like an overall project or something like a bus, because you could have other transportation concepts in there.
But we know that they received $32 million from the Fed and state for
In that grant.
improvement over, because we had to sign off on it.
Yeah, and I don't know. if
That was a grant.
Yeah, that may be separated out because this is this program. So, if you go to 2025 has 816,000, but I don't know how much was expended just because the same reports aren't available since 2021. So I might have to revise that, kind of demand for information more, because there is something available. I just think it's not as enlightening as it probably needs to be for our purposes. But you are probably safe to say that they're getting very much less than $1 million, and probably spending about half that on whatever.
Yeah.
So until we get me to that, I don't know if there's more to say on the federal side.
Okay.
That's all. I'll run this through another draft and get it to you next week probably.
Oh, so you're not going to sit, you're going to.
Yeah, I just want to get, because of that information, I kind of remember after I wrote this to look online and And that's when I found out about, some of this is available. So I kind of went ahead, and if you guys want me just to do it as I desire, I promise I hopefully won't embarrass you too much. So, I don't need to come back if you want.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
With you on that.
No, I'm perfectly
Just
satisfied.
as it is here.
Okay.
Can I proceed continuing email back forward?
Oh, sure, don't stop anything.
Do you want to be copied on anything?
I think that it would be a good idea if you were copied on it, blind copy or whatever, just to make sure that we keep Todd in the loop on what's going on, what's
Yeah,
being said
that's-
back and forth.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I'm probably not gonna respond to anything unless somebody says, you're doing something incredibly illegal and mean.
Yeah, but I mean, just so you're in the loop and know what's going on,
Yeah.
that we got an idea what's happening, so.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good deal.
all right,
That's that.
sounds good. Unless you guys have anything else, I think you're good.
8:30 on the 29th.
That's fine.
That too early?
Or meeting, I think we'll have it before that.
On Thursday,
Yeah, we're having a meeting on the 26th.
8:30.
It's 8:30.
Have a good day.
All right, thank you guys, appreciate it. Thanks. Thank you. Amy, did you have something for us?
I was just coming down, I was gonna ask Commissioner Pruett specifically, do you have the contact information for the Revive guys that you met with, that we met with here? I've emailed them and I've called the office and I'm not getting any responses. So, I just wanted to give you a little update and see if you had other contact information for them. I didn't get cards from them that day, so.
I will get that to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
I think I have their card.
Okay.
No, but I do have their contact information.
Okay, yeah, because I've given them a week. I've emailed them, and then last week I called the office and had to leave a message, and
Yeah.
we're ready to move forward. But we'd really like to see their numbers. And
Okay.
so,
Okay.
okay, sounds
I'll
good.
let you know.
All right, thank you. That's all I have,
Thank
unless you have something for me.
Nope,
Okay.
okay, thank you.
Yep.
Did everybody see this from the right away? Okay. Check that minutes. the numbers for the chemicals. So, take a look at that.
You're good, Jared. That completes that.
1908.
Yeah. Feels like it.
It's on the cost share. Mark,
Yes, sir.
one of the things before Kurt gets in here, or Tim, Scott Long called me,
Mhm.
fire chief. He would like us to consider giving all volunteer firefighters in Jackson County a pass to the lake, for free pass, Lake County employees get. I said I would bring that up. It's a benefit that we give our employees, but I'm hesitant, I guess. And I'd like to have that conversation.
Yeah, let's have that conversation with Kurt. I'm like you, a little hesitant to, I would consider it, but I'm a little hesitant to do it because then we're gonna have other organizations or whatever start coming in and saying, hey, how about if you do this for us, you did it for them, do it for us. So, yeah, I mean, let's have that conversation with Kurt, see what he says,
And he said that they don't get paid, they're volunteer firefighters, don't get paid. They get reimbursed or they get payment, I thought, every time they make a run.
that I couldn't tell you, I do not know.
I believe it.
We'd have to start it.
I don't think
No.
so. Doing their budgets and stuff, that's not reflected in their budgets.
I was gonna say we probably
They
have
don't
to.
get,
Point does,
I think Hoyt might be the only one that does.
is that correct? Okay.
we'd see.
So,
Yeah.
anyway,
Let's talk to Kurt on that, 'cause like I said, I'm
that'd be a lot.
hesitant doing that.
That's a lot of group houses. And I just thought, I mean, how many people, like that camp, or they want, the free camp and free pass, and I don't, the pass gets them.
I mean,
free
it
camp.
would have to just be an entrance fee.
Yeah, it could be for camping.
No,
It would just be, instead of paying whatever needs to get in.
Which is what we get as a
which is what the county gets. I mean, we get free entrance, but then like I paid a camp and
Right.
all that good stuff.
Okay, anyway, I brought it up.
Let's talk to him and see what he says.
Yeah.
I think we'll have a copy of this. That one's yours.
Oh,
But these go back
oh, okay, this is mine,
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah, that counts. That's what I said, it'd be just as easy to email that to us rather than.
Yeah.
Right?
Which I think they have in the, so if it's just home, I think they have free passes to the whole. To Prairie, yeah. Because I think they can camp free out there.
That sounds kind of.
Used to be anyway, I'm not sure.
Good, what?
I think the Holton Fire Department anyway, I think can camp free out of Prairie.
Oh, really?
I think so. It used to be that way.
Well, since that's City Lake,
Right.
yes, that's probably true.
They're already getting it.
Yeah,
Out there, yes. Unless it's changed, and it used to be that way.
Kurt?
Hey, Kurt. What you got, buddy? Bids. Try to save your guys' time and do this all at once. Let's start with the new building. I tried to do some pretty decent research, and it's taken a while since we talked about this last. One of the main things the buildings, the people that rented the building have complained about is the echoing noise with the metal to tin ceiling. And so I've tried to look at what other places have done and tried to look at different options. I talked to Pat here, and got a bid from them as well, the people that they've used up like in the courtroom and different other things to get a wide variety of options. And so we've got 3 bids here, and different companies. After looking at them, I think you will notice very stark differences as far as the pricing is concerned. The main thing that I was looking for, I was wanting them to come in and do this to install it so that it was installed correctly, but after doing the the cost-benefit analysis, I found that it is not feasible to do that. This is just for the material alone to get it here. We will have some more for the acoustical solutions. I don't know which one you guys have.
I have acoustical solutions.
Yeah. So that is who I'm recommending that we go with.
For $5,399.88.
But all the way at the bottom.
Oh, you'll hear. You said what now? 5,000? 5,003?
No, it's at the bottom there. Keith. I think it's 58, something with it.
So you had some more.
Freight and different stuff at the bottom.
Oh, okay, so there's freight, okay.
Should be
5,846.59.
And that was acoustical.
That was acoustical solutions.
What are the others?
Wow, this one's $13,966.
Winter chicken dinner here. From McClellan's for 16 panels, for 16 wedges, 28 wedges, 24 wedges of different sizes, 432 square feet. This includes wire, hardware, and labor per terms and conditions. Freight estimates $3,700, total $41,750.
Whoa.
Now that is installation.
That is
They put
installation.
but they're
What does it figure out in square foot? This has 384 square foot written on it.
right. And the terms of the building is I don't know what I need for this size of the building.
Well, they have 42
And
432 here.
Right. And I told them you tell me what I need. And I sent them all videos of me going clapping so they could tell the echo. And
I gave them the blueprints of the building, and I said, you tell me what I need for this building. And that's, so they were all given the same video, they were all given the same dimensions of the building, and this is what was brought before me as their.
The acoustic panels that Pat used next door, is that the same company?
That's
or-
McClellan. That's McClellan. That's it.
Wow.
Because I didn't want to have to try and do this, and be honest with you, but at what it costs to have them come do it.
Isn't it simply screwing them in?
Well, I get that, but they have sound engineers that come in and they said they put these up and they see, and then they decide where to put them off of that
To eliminate it.
to eliminate it. And after looking at what these things cost, I came to the cost benefit analysis of, I'm going to put some on the ceiling that's going to be better than what's there.
Sure.
I mean, because let's be honest, is it really worth paying them? Like the winning bid there, they wanted $8,500 to show up and install those on top of what your price was there.
And they're out of, they hire,
Virginia.
and they hire a sub out of Kansas, I assume.
They said sending their guys on planes over here to do it.
Really?
Is there anybody in Kansas that does this kind of work?
McClellan's. So, well, part of the reason that they're so much cheaper is they make their own panels. Those guys do.
What's the 4-H building got?
I think Herbert.
And
It's R&M Equipment Company.
Yes, they're out of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Okay.
I mean, I had very no experience in this. So I tried to, like I said, I went out, I talked to the 4-H board, and these were the people that they got. Talked to Pat to try and figure out what they did here. So that's where I came up with McClellan's. And then simple Google search is where I found this acoustical solutions out of Virginia who
Did the 4-Hers, did the 4-H building, did the board put theirs up, or did they hire them? They put it up.
they put it themselves. So I feel like I can, between me and then, because we're like that, probably have to lift to get in there and get to those peaks. And,
How long are they?
8 foot, I think, the 4x8 sheets. So should be
Couple of
pretty quick, yeah.
Extend it out and go up.
So how many sheets are you getting on that one?
Well, you can't really look by sheets. You look at square footage,
Right.
Because
Quantity on this is what?
now I did have them rebid 2x4 panels, which out of curiosity more than anything, because that's what I believe.
McClellan's they've got all different sizes.
Right. And it was almost $2,000 higher to go with 2x4 panels for acoustical solutions, opposed to doing 4x8 sheets. So, and it didn't make a difference to me.
Yeah.
And that comes with all hardware and everything to install those.
There's been, okay.
So, part for me, either paying someone to help me, put those up, that should be all in cost for.
Did you call McClellan's and ask what it would be without the labor, or do they not sell just the panels and they have
I
to
didn't
install
offer that as a
Okay. Didn't offer it as a
option, as
Okay.
a.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose it probably could be. I mean, I didn't push matters too far as, give me a bid.
Well, I can't imagine labor being,
Right. $30,000.
Yeah.
$4,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, they chose to bid a lot. I mean, yes, is that probably the best option right there? I think absolutely. But in my opinion, you have to look at the fact of the cost benefit analysis
Sure.
of, is it worth it $40,000 of my capital outlay money to achieve that perfection for a building that we're using for, in all reality is just a general meeting. If there were very official business being done out there all the time, like a courtroom or something like that, yeah, maybe we ought to look at that a little bit. But this is more, we have a book there that you can write your comments, and everyone's saying, actually, that's space. It's terrible. So,
Yep.
so I'm just trying to achieve.
Sure.
And here's the next thing is, this works, maybe we need a few more. And after we get this up, let's get these up, let's see how it is. If not, if it is, we can order some 2x4s and run down the outside. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but there's 4 banks of fans like running down the length of this building. And it's about perfect to put these 4x8 sheets in between those banks attached to the roof. I mean, they after talking with all, they said the best way to do it is hang these from strings to where they can bounce.
Yeah.
But they were nervous with as many fans as we have, as much wind movement, these things would get to rocking from the updraft of having 16 fans.
I would at least take a look at it and see, because if you can hang them down and leave that dead airspace, you're going to get better acoustic.
They all 3 agreed on it
Yeah.
after seeing as many fans as we had
Really?
attaching them to the ceiling. And I went out there and looked, and they attached theirs to the ceiling too out of the fair building.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's a lot easier.
Okay, go with low bid.
String or cable?
No, they're clips. I think the clips, from what I've seen, these little Z clips, they literally stab into the sides of the phone, and then you just screw them up to the ceiling.
Okay. Just a second. Okay, so I would entertain a motion to accept the bid from Acoustical Solutions, the low bidder, for the sound pads out at the lake building.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded to approve the bid from Acoustical Solutions in the amount of $5,846.59. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
That's it. Just trying to-
You just got all your ducks in the row.
Yeah, I've been waiting to get all these back so I can just do this all at once.
Yep.
Did have one other person that was trying to get in, came out and kept waiting and waiting. Told off going in at 10 o'clock, but I'm sure that right when I leave here, their bids will come through email. But
Oh, well.
this right here is the boring to get it. I have all of the wire here, I have all of our pedestals here, so we are ready to go as soon as Corey calls me and lets me know our transformers have.
That's all low transformers down on the old highways. So, parked down by the drop, they were actually going into Wilson Tire, and I wondered if they were pulling into, what am I supposed to do? Because there was transformers, there was pedestals, there was.
They said 3 weeks, and that was last week, but yeah.
They might be here.
Well, regardless, we gotta get wire in the ground first.
These are the bids.
These are the bids for the boring to get that done.
All right, I'll start it off. I have a bid here from Gerhardt Excavating for $24,000.
And one for StarTech Demon Debater, $4,800 for 800 feet. 4,000.
For how many feet?
800 feet.
So,
This does not say how many feet.
This is for
Gerhardt.
1,100 feet.
the actual boring that is around 832 feet. And the numbers that they were given, what was that 832 feet? There's 1,100 feet of wire
that I ordered because I ordered extra wire for each pedestal, because you're coming up out of the ground. So, yeah, but they were all given the same footage, the same.
This one from Gerhardt does not say anything about footage.
Does it have a rate per foot?
Just a total amount.
Well, they bid it at 1,100 feet, so it should be less than that.
Right. Well, yeah, and I don't know if they're figuring that if that total footage is.
They're at 359 a foot. So the 800 times 359,
But that is figuring. I think
$2,800.
they're figuring of all in one with their digging, because they're going to make openings in each spot for each pedestal, so they're going to have some backhoe work and stuff like that. So that's what it is.
I guess I'd like to see this a little closer. I mean, if we're going to bid it at 1,100 feet, this one's at 800, that one's at 800.
This one doesn't have any
Or,
anything at all.
I mean, I guess we're just not comparing the same thing. I mean,
Even so, you're so far off. Even at
what's this one?
What, this one?
Who is it?
Damon Bader, StarTech.
so he's at $4,800 even at bidding.
Yeah.
800 feet less. So or 300.
And that was 20.
This one's 39.49.
And who is that?
John have.
But it's 359 a foot. So
And Damon said $6 a foot.
really, what do I have? So yeah, I don't know what Gerhardt's are at. That's a bunch.
So
Well, just $15,000 for the boring machine.
so so you're at $13.63 a foot.
You guys are okay with 359 for 1,100 feet versus 800 feet?
Yeah.
Even though we're not doing 800 feet, or we're not doing 1,100 feet.
I mean, so
It's his total bid. I mean,
it could come in under that after he comes in for the 800
Seems
feet.
like it's the better.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
much cheaper. I just want to make sure that we're
So yeah, no, I understand that 100%.
getting what we're paying for. If it's 359 a foot and only doing 800 feet.
Yep.
Motion goes below bid. How?
I'll second it.
Okay, it's
I'm surprised
properly
you
moved and
can do that.
seconded to go with the low bid. Out construction for $3,949. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign, motion carried.
But he does a lot of work out there for you anyway, doesn't he?
he's put in most of the water lines out there. He knows where a lot of that stuff's at. And between him and then developers, they were kind of done a lot of it out there back in the day.
We have one, do you have anything else? We had one other thing that was brought to our attention. Scott Baum had called Keith and talked to him about giving the volunteer firemen in the county a free pass, like we do county employees. And I'm a little hesitant to do that myself, just simply because, and Linda brought up a good point too, she believes that the Fulton volunteer fire departments get free passes for camping.
They do. He told me that.
Okay, out at the prairie. So, but I'm a little hesitant in doing that because I'm just wondering if we're going to have other organizations saying, well, you did it for them, so now we want it too. And erode our pass price. I mean, see what I'm saying? I'm a little hesitant on that.
Are Are you asking my
What's
opinion?
your thoughts?
I want your thoughts.
I guess I don't really have one way or another. It, you know, that they do a lot for us within the county. It's, in the grand scheme of things, I think it costs me close to $500 to buy those passes every year, to get them stickers made. If you spread that out over what we charge to do everything, I'll leave that one in your guys' court. It don't bother me.
Well, I want your opinion on this because it's your funds that are gonna be eroding out, so I wanna make sure that you're good with it.
How many volunteer firefighters do we have?
In the county,
We can
This is for
solve,
the entire county.
the
yeah,
entire county.
all 8 districts, all 8 districts.
Yeah,
We can't do, and I told him, we can't just do it for the Holton Volunteer Fire Department. That's just not fair. So I said it would have to be, if we're gonna do this, it would be for all 8 fire districts.
If this is something that you, I mean, if you could get back to me a total amount of people, that would be helpful.
You're probably talking between 10 and 15 per district,
How
so
many do we have?
I would bet that it would be more.
8.
This
Figure
is
15.
employees. I mean, let's, okay, so why don't we do this? Why don't we table it till next week and
Bring me a total number of firefighters.
talk to Pat? If you get Pat right now and ask what the total number of firefighters is,
That's all
15
I'm asking.
times 8 is 90. All right. 45.
So you're talking $4,000. That, and, you know, whether that is what you guys felt so compelled, if that's what you wanted to do for them, that's something that's nice, and we help pay for that out of our, you know,
Here's my
out of our
thoughts.
alcohol and tax dollars that
We're-
we're Parks and Rec.
We're bringing back the fire department appreciation dinner. We're gonna use Boehner.
I'm also letting them host for 3 days out there. This weekend, they're doing their training for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Brandon Shaw contacted me wanting to be able to use the building for their training out there. And I have put that on hold for them and did not charge them anything to do that.
And again, I could see other volunteer organizations coming and saying, well, if you're gonna do it for them, we volunteer every year to do this.
That's my
That's
thought
We
right
would
there.
like a free pass. It's, to me, it's degrading the benefit that we give county employees. I don't have a problem giving it to county employees.
Well, but we give county employees a step past that. It's one thing to give them a free pass, you know, it's another thing to give them cheaper camping. Because we give our county employees cheaper camping and a free pass.
Yeah.
We're not giving them cheaper camping, we're just paying for the vehicle to get into the county.
So you wouldn't have a problem with it?
At the end of the day, this is the way I look at it. It's, they do a big service to, I would hate to, and not to mention, well, prime example, I burnt that brush pile out there, and almost 2 weeks later, that thing, we had enormous winds, and it blew back up, and it just became a disaster in a very short amount of time.
Okay.
And they didn't think twice, they were out there and they fought that, and if we had them, it would have been a whole lot worse. So if it means $4,000 to make.
I don't know
county,
And even if, you're not gonna get 100% of them want it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet if there's 50%, and probably,
So
I mean, I have
you see
it.
where you know where I'm coming from here? I don't think it's degrading our county employees.
Okay.
And if that's something that small enough that we can do, that makes us as a county,
Okay.
show that we appreciate what they do.
So
then
if we vote to do this, Kurt, what would you prefer to do? Get a number and get those passes to those individuals?
I just
Or
need
have
some,
them
I
come
just,
up there?
no, they need to come out to me.
Yeah, I would say they need to come out.
I'm handling all of that.
They want it.
But I need a list of who volunteered.
Yeah, Pat has that. So we'll get a
Email
number.
to me, so I know, hey, I'm out here to get my free pass, because I keep track of that. I mean, and then if you guys so felt compelled to, maybe help a little bit with, the alcohol and tax dollars, or how that works, that they go out to Parks and Rec that help pay for stickers, or help with that we can.
Okay.
Just an idea. I mean, if not, I'll bankroll it, but I'm just saying that that's.
And you want them to come every year and get,
Yeah, no, they're,
Right,
yeah, it's not gonna be a lifetime pass.
no, some people go off and.
That's why we got rid of that for the county employees of having lifetime passes. That if they wanna keep doing it, they can take the minute to come out and get the new sticker every year. That way, we didn't have to worry about, people that have either quit or done something that still have a pass. But,
If you're ready for a motion,
I'm ready for a motion.
I'd move that we approve a gate pass for each volunteer fire member in Jackson County to be renewed annually.
And they will have to come out to the lake.
Yeah, that could be all put in the letters
Yeah.
to the fire departments.
I'll second it.
It's properly moved and seconded to provide a pass to each volunteer fireman in the county, renewed annually, go out to the lake and get it.
for one,
Any further
for
discussion?
one
One
vehicle.
vehicle.
One
One
vehicle.
vehicle.
For one vehicle.
One vehicle.
And I think we put in there, if they want to get a second or third vehicle, it's the same price everyone else pays, so $10 for the second vehicle.
But we'll have, we'll draft a letter and send it to each fire chief, and then they can present it at their next meeting.
But I think we need to let, the people know that we
Or we
appreciate it.
can-
I mean,
Actually, we could just present it at we're having the dinner at the end of the month.
Yeah, we just presented that there.
Yeah, we'll just save some postage.
Okay, so it's been properly moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay, we're approved.
I have a question.
Don't put it in the paper yet. It'll be a surprise.
Your two vehicles at each campsite, how's that gonna work? When you have a weekend full of people,
and like I told, when we built a new, I don't know if you've been out since we built a new parking lot.
I haven't.
So we built another parking lot.
You're saying at the lake, all the places?
We built a new parking lot out at Cedar Point.
Okay, are you
That's
just
the-
talking Cedar Point?
Mainly the issue with Cedar Point.
Okay, we discussed that once, yes, you told me that.
Because so, and by going through, and I don't know if you saw the whole post, was that we built actual spots for people to reserve for tent camping.
Okay, you did tell me that, yes,
Right.
okay. But when I read the part in the paper, it made me think that it was gonna be everywhere.
Well, I just what I told Mary, and this is how we enforce it, is there's going to be times where it's not possible.
Exactly.
And you have to understand that. But there's also times where people have 4 or 5 people, 6 people cars for a campsite, and you can go over and park by the overflow area over by the bathhouse or down, or bring those extra cars down to where the.
And I do
the boat
do that
parking lot.
sometimes when I know we're gonna have a lot of people.
And that's what that post was mainly directed towards,
Okay,
is not having
okay.
a.
But if you have somebody that has a shelter house rented and stuff, lots of times that overflow over there.
And that's what I'm saying,
And
it's
you're-
not gonna be
okay.
able to 100% of the time.
Okay, all right.
And that's what I told Mary, I was
Okay.
like, this is more like, I think we've had a lot of, and it's more so an issue at Cedar Point because we didn't have an extra place to send people to park.
Okay, I
So
got it.
that's why it worked out well towards the end of the last few months when we had Road Bridge come out and build that
Right.
extra parking lot for us and re-gravel that, and so that was.
Because you have something like 4th of July or something and then all these people.
You have
But
to
even
be-
when you park in the overflow then, when everything's over, it's like, okay, you're walking through the dark and it's not a good, experience to try
Right.
to travel through. I know, but even
I
that,
get that, but if I put,
I'm
so if I put
serious.
up lights, everywhere on there, then people will say.
I know that
I
people
find it,
complain,
so
I understand, I'm just saying,
It's-
okay, I just wanna clarify that, because,
I think you know me well enough by now that it's within reason.
because I'm the first one that has too many vehicles there, but like I say, I do try to park over and give more space, but,
Anyway.
I know, that's what I figured.
It was, we had such an issue in holidays that out at Cedar Point, and, it was mainly the tent sections where
Okay, and see,
some
and I
person
usually-
would come in and put up 10 tents, which you can do that,
Right,
but then you've got 15 cars out there, and the people that are paying $20-some a night to camp are then.
and that's one
competing
reason
then.
I didn't like to camp out there, was because then you have all these tents out here in front of you that,
Well, now they're designated
I got
there's 3 designated tent areas,
okay,
and there is an actual spot wide enough to park 2 vehicles there, so that way they're not, here, you've got a spot to park now.
Yeah.
There's no excuses of, oh, I don't know where to park.
I mean, I just drove through the main area where I like to camp, of course, and all the rock and stuff, it looks very nice. It's very good. So I didn't drive on back in there,
You have to go out there.
I'll have to do that.
So, working with Corey, we're hopefully, 3-4 weekish, start putting wire in the ground. Good. Now that my main goal today was to get this decided on who had the bid. That way I can let them start planning. That way, hey, we've got a week coming, good weather. Let's get ahead of this and get this wire in the ground. So that way, my goal is to have this wire in the ground sitting there ready for Corey and his boys when they come in, because we need to be planning this to where we're down the least amount of
Is this
time.
direct berry or forestry?
Direct berry.
Direct berry.
Direct berry, you already, and we oversize this wire for that way, for longevity, the life of the wire, and then for voltage drop and all that, and it's gonna be, when we get this all done, it's gonna be
Cool.
excellent. Okay. So I'm excited for it, and it gives us new opportunities in the back of my head that,
Open up new areas and
yeah,
do more stuff.
well, right. I mean, I'd love to.
You've been talking about power for 5 years.
5 years, yeah. And now that it's an actual reality, it's
Cool.
have to sit down and brainstorm on what we want. I've got ideas on, but I think we need to be aligned with our goals and what we want that place to be out there when it comes to that. But
There you go. All right, sounds good, buddy. Thank you very much.
See you.
All right, Todd, we're running a little behind. Kim, you go, okay.
Yeah,
We're
Kate,
running a little bit behind Todd. I'll go
for
get
Kate.
I just move you around.
Yeah, I know, it's okay, let's go with Kate. She's more.
Bye, Alex.
Samaritan's letter on results.
last bid was $6,925.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to put that in there, so that way
These are not on contract, so it's not official,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned.
okay.
There's lots though.
So we're out of concern,
We
we're
already
not
made our
enforcing.
Yeah. It's too late. Clerk denies.
The other topic is,
Enter Putin. I guess I was looking back at my notes and I may have got confused about that. Is he gonna get a survey or did I have to tell him? And then the wet flood proofing was.
I thought when we were all down here that you would send him a letter, with that post-construction wet floodproofing document that I created, which you know, Phillips.
Okay, yeah, then that, I missed that.
And actually having an official elevation certificate done, because the original one was a map with some measurements on it, which is not be accepted.
And did we ever ask him if he was gonna come in and before this board that?
I thought we would ask him to do that, yeah.
So this original elevation certificate, not map with elevations. We need this wet footprint plan, or the application you have.
And I haven't sent him anything, I was just getting back with you to see what.
Yeah, I just kind of had written down that we still need a survey, which seems to be.
Well, it's the elevation certificate.
We had kind of questions whether it was an ag building or whether, where the penalties.
Yeah, it's
So
a
I think
penalty
maybe I
issue.
got tracked on that ag building zoning issues. Regardless, they still need a certificate of occupancy. So what
Elevation certificate.
would you have, did they ever fill out like the application for a certificate or zoning or anything like that? Building
So
permit
the
itself?
client's application, he filled that out. He filled out our floodplain application, but nothing has been signed off on or approved. Because we were waiting for all of this variance
And he has filed for variance.
yeah, that's how we got before the, or the Board of Zoning Appeals.
But they haven't acted on
Yes, they have. They approved it.
for variance. For what? Variance, what was the variance
For wet flood proofing that structure,
to allow it?
as an ag building, exclusive use for an ag building.
So, yeah, we take that as being, that was approved, so. We need to get anything besides the wet flood proofing application, the elevation certificate. We've got it on record, he's saying that this is an agricultural. Some.
Yes and no. Saying that and then discussing all paintball gear and personal effects and
Woodworking shop and,
Yeah.
and
Is the wet flood proofing application the same as the engineering approval of the wet flood proofing?
yeah, that document would have to be signed off on by an engineer.
I mean, I just think it's fair that we tell them everything he needs to do to clear, and that's the trick is, what is an agricultural building? Again, we go back to that. Its primary use being agricultural. What's
How many acres does it sit on? Roughly? 30? I mean,
That was a 10 more or less.
10,
Yeah.
something.
What's, I guess, what is the use that there's, I mean, I know they slaughter, don't they?
8.3.
that doesn't, just because you butcher a calf in a building doesn't make it a ag business or ag
Well,
building.
but what would fill in the blank really do in this agriculture?
I couldn't tell you. I thought they built furniture for a living.
That's what I took from it, that they store hay in certain park, or grain or whatever, that they get from the neighbors is what they told over the plant.
Said that he pulls in equipment to fix it. That they hay some neighbors' properties, those properties are relatively small.
And I don't want to get sidetracked on the storing the paintball equipment in there. That's everybody does that in their shop, store a bow and arrow or whatever. But that's our bicycle. So that's, to me, that's a minor thing. But the wood shop, the personal enterprises that they make things and sell, that is what makes it not an ag building.
I have our pictures, he emailed, so you're gonna have
I
that.
think there's some there. Yeah.
I don't know that includes his
Okay, what is the
pictures.
inside? Yeah, it has inside.
He had emailed a bunch of other pictures that. I mean, it's just been sitting on my desk for a while, so I kind of need to know what you want me
Yeah,
to.
I saved all this stuff in my office computer, but I didn't print it out.
Did you guys want to see any of these?
Because I think I've got it right here on the email.
So it's like, it is a legitimate question what they're doing, it's not an obvious, like, it's not a barn on 80 acres.
No.
Right.
So, unless, unless he wants to come in at this point and have a conversation again with us to justify and explain and go through that process based on the pictures I'm seeing, it looks like he's in the production wood business.
Furniture making, whatever.
Yeah. It's just because he pulls somebody's piece of equipment and they're well done, they're fixing it. It's great. That doesn't make it an ag production.
So Todd, do you want to reach out to him to get a time schedule to come in, or like these
What
are the
we-
requirements and?
Yeah, and I'm kind of thinking, all this is independent, each one is independent of the other, whether it's not as cheap as the floodplain stuff, so.
Right. You send him your letter, then along with that, if you would like to have further debate on this, contact the clerk's office to set up an appointment, meet with the commissioner.
Yep.
And do you know what the clock's still ticking on the fine, or is this going to be one?
Well, I think it probably depends again upon, I don't think there's any fine for the floodplain part of it, because he paid for the floodplain permit. It's just, yeah, if it's an ag building, the question is whether there is anything that's supposed to be paid or filed.
Okay, so I've got something right here. The floodplain manager's findings specifically state in the finding of facts, the first one says this structure does not meet the requirements to be defined as an agricultural structure. On your, yeah, so, okay, there you go, right there.
That's all the authority you need.
Kate, right there, Kate.
Judge Kate. We got, yeah. There is no appeal.
Now,
It So we got a plan. Okay.
Yep, we got a plan.
All right.
Okay. So, had someone apply for neighborhood revitalization, the crunch was on for him to meet his, get it done before the 2nd January. It was moving a house onto a new foundation, and they were gonna finish that basement as part of the neighborhood revitalization. So, the basement and the finish would have been a part of that revitalization. I said, is there any way that you can call in some buddies and get some drywall up and get it finished out and done? And he brought me pictures of what they got done. And I'm gonna let you guys look at that and you can determine if you think it is. Unfortunately, I don't think it is.
And on revitalization, once they've completed that, do you send out some form annually for?
I send out a letter saying that you're gonna have to fill out your part 3, A or B, depending on if you're not done or done.
No, once it's done. Once it's done, before you get your tax abatement, do you send out a form annually?
So that can go out anywhere at the time of valuation notices. So the valuation is essentially that as being complete. Because I'm working some of those neighborhoods clear up until the time those valuation notices go out. I'm working on a huge stack of them now, but
Is there something that the
the
individual
part,
needs to fill out on an annual basis?
part 3, A or B.
Okay, and you send that out with the tax notices?
No. I send those out November 1st, which is around the time the tax notices go out.
Okay,
Tax statements go out.
and they've been sent out?
Yes.
Okay.
We had that discussion last year about, this is not a requirement that our office sends those out. We do that to help people out, get them, like, hey,
And what's
this is,
part A and B? What's the,
it's either you're not done and an estimated time of you being complete with this and a signature and a date and getting it back in by January 15th.
okay, maybe I'm misunderstanding
Okay,
here.
but there's a form that I'm not sure if you send out or the group's
Rebate
office
application,
sends out
the
that.
rebate application.
Yes,
Once the
okay.
project is done,
It's the rebate.
it's complete.
Uh-huh.
They've filled out their
Yeah.
document and they've gone to mortgage and they're paying their property taxes. Is there something that you send out annually that they're required to fill out?
Yes. The rebate application, we send those out.
So they have to fill out a rebate application annually.
We
Why?
get it back to the clerk's office.
Why? Why is it, if you've completed the work and you know that you're going to get a rebate, what's the
It's-
rebate application for?
It's
On
a
an
part of the
annual basis.
resolution, that's what we've always had, is a rebate application.
We also-
So if it's 5 years,
We
every
send
year.
one out, we send it out, they have to fill it out every year. That's part of the requirement of them.
And
being
what's
compliant.
in that?
It shows their assessed value increase for that project. And then it shows the percentage in the year that they're in.
Okay. So it's more informational than it is something they have
It's a
to.
requirement for the resolution.
All they have to do is sign it.
Just
And
sign
it
it.
Thank
is,
you.
and it is helpful because sometimes people sell the properties, the rebate transfers, and then
Thank you.
you might have a different owner, and then you know where to send the rebate, as it does
When it-
transfer.
And
Perfect.
when it's
Thank you.
time
I
to
appreciate
rebate
that.
the money, if the treasurer does not have one of those forms that's signed, the money's not gonna get sent out until that form's in their hands.
Okay, thank you. And those were sent out in November.
Yes, I mean, they've already been sent out.
I mean, because there were times that
Yes, those get sent out at the same time as the statements.
I see.
And so
We send out the part 3 as well.
and they have to be back by a particular date?
By the time they pay their taxes in full.
But if they're paying,
Sometimes people would have paid their taxes and are eligible for the rebate, and we didn't have this signed form. I would go down and get a copy of what they sent out and send it to them and say, please sign this and send it back so I can mail you the rebate.
so their taxes are paid, most people pay them in their mortgage?
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
all right, never mind.
Some get paid by the mortgage company, so then usually they don't get the rebate until May because the mortgage company only pays half and then half. But there'll be some people that.
Because the mortgage company is
Right.
collecting it and then
Yes,
sending them on down.
right.
So I've got a question. You said that this property that you're talking about right now was under a time crunch for the 2nd of January. What-
Yeah, for them
can
to
you
be
explain that to me?
complete. So they have essentially 2 Januaries, because it states in the resolution, you have to be done by the 2nd January. So if they, say, start a project in October of 24,
Right.
they would have to be done by January 1st of 26. So we always encourage people, hey, can you wait a couple months and start your project, so you have 2 full years?
2 full years, yeah.
So, I mean, in some cases, they don't count that time. Most of the time, they think they'll be done. Nah.
And there, in further resolution, there is no type of an extension that they can get for that due to extenuating circumstances as far as bricklayers not being, and that's a mess.
Yeah, I mean, we
don't
kind of
remember that.
talked about that. Extensions used to be a thing in the old resolution, the old neighborhood revitalizations, but that's not the case here. And I've brought you some that, there's no extension on this one.
So you're saying they have to wait a year? Is that what the problem is, or
That they would not be eligible.
they would not be eligible?
Because they didn't meet the time.
Okay.
Because they started in October and now they gave them a year and 3
I
months.
don't know about them.
Yeah.
They started in October.
I knew that was
That was
that's
just
an
a-
example you gave.
August of 24.
August of 24, so they've had a year and 5 months.
When did the house get set? Does they say that? Like I say, if there was
I don't
extenuating
have all my
circumstances
notes.
where the house didn't get set until, whenever, you go backlog the building or however.
I don't have the notes on when the house actually got set or moved over on the new foundation. It was probably last year.
Okay.
Because I remember seeing pictures of the house when we moved over on the new foundation. They've done a lot of exterior work too, siding and all that. But the revitalization was for the foundation and the basement finish, so.
Okay. Bathroom in the basement area.
And your definition of complete would be all sheetrock, mud, tape, and painted? Then, if that's the definition of complete, it's not complete.
I would have to agree with that, because this ceiling of nothing, so. If that is the definition of complete, everything finished, the finished work, I would have to agree with that.
It's not done.
You agree?
I do agree. And once you do it for one, you have to do it for other people.
And there have been a couple that we denied because they didn't have that all I have.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I'll just put yours.
Yep. Yeah, great.
Thank you.
See you later. All right, Todd, what you got?
The only thing I had left was Evelyn Horns did write me back saying that they would offer a reduction for a deal. So you can read the letter if you want, but basically they wanted so what, $859.
We told them to thank you, right?
Well, I didn't respond at all. I don't know if there's any reason to at this point.
Well, we've been dealing with this for what, 2 years, trying to get out from under them?
Yeah,
So, yeah, no.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to write, you pay the postage for it, just to say, no, thank you. So,
I think they know where we stand after.
So you're gonna, you need a response from us to,
well, I don't think there's any, unless you don't have it as a line item in any appropriation, right?
Nope.
So, I mean, it's
go
not
down
like you
saying,
accidentally, yeah, you won't accidentally pay them. Okay. Or somebody, if they come in with a bill.
we need to make sure Aaron knows that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't mind. You
I
guys-
think she probably did.
If they keep pestering you, let me know, we'll send I'll send another one. So, if I wasn't clear before, I mean, I don't know if they can send all the letters they want, I suppose, at a certain point. That was it. Other than that, I'm just gonna go upstairs and talk to my boss for a little bit about the tax sale. Just got a couple street ups to do. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if there's anything to do with that right now, it's just giving notice to somebody who, I don't know if it's a question like that. I mean, it seems to be a standard notice if someone didn't file for a permit and build to the settings.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Northeast Kansas Environmental
Yeah,
Service.
and that came up, that must come up after the board meeting on Monday, or on Thursday, because they never said anything about it, so.
Yeah. I mean, I just let it run its course, I think.
Yep.
Because maybe applies and fixes this problem.
Okay,
So,
sounds good.
anything else from you guys?
Can't think of it.
I'm in trouble. Okay, well, I'm going to go. Take my visit. Back.
Yeah.
Did they call recess?
Just for step out for a minute.
Oh, okay, I just didn't hear anything.
No.
Did they call recess in there? I just didn't hear anything.
I just think he said there was gonna do it and go outside.
Oh, okay, I got you. I just didn't hear anything, that's all. I'm starting off something, a new blanket, so I might roll over right now.
Yeah. I think it was just, I'm gonna get up and go outside.
Got it. Got it. For the 10-minute stretch.
Yeah.
So what's the new big thing happening in the office? Because with your taxes, I guess,
Ending the year.
ending the sub-counting.
Yes.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. That's why I'm down here.
Balancing books is not easy.
Cold. Yes, I'm always cold. I think this room is typically colder. Anyway.
So the whole reason I brought this up, thank you for your explanation, you did a very
I
good
just
job.
felt like I thought maybe I understood what you were asking. I don't know.
Yes,
Because they always send out that form.
so my son said he didn't get it. And so I'm trying to understand, when did they go out? did it go to his mortgage company?
No, it should not.
Okay. Because that's what,
Should have came to him.
yeah, that's what I'm concerned that, that, because, he's applied for this and finished the project a year ago. And this will be the first year.
So you should get a rebate this year.
That's correct. And so,
So you've ever seen the list?
I didn't see the list and at all. The ones that have been turned in are up in my office.
they are. I'll ask Kate for another letter. And
Yeah.
he can send that out. Or I'll hand it to him so we can sign it. Basically, all he's need to do is sign it and send it back.
Right, and send it back, and like I say, when the mortgage company, it has to be paid in full, so if it comes to the mortgage company, then usually they don't get the rebate till May, 1st of June,
Right, and that's what I told her.
until the second half's paid, yeah, that would come to him.
Yeah.
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 If you think about it, you might just look at the list.
We all got a letter from Dick.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give this to, I'm not gonna bother reading, I'm gonna just give it to Tara for the minutes, so that she has this correspondence to us, to the commission. So,
Wonder how he's getting along.
I don't know.
I saw him, it was 2 weeks ago, maybe a Sunday afternoon, it was one of those nice days, and I happened to come through the square, he was walking around the square,
Like he
walking the
was
sidewalk like he normally did,
Yeah.
yes. Because I took a second look to be sure it was him.
Because he's got his place for sale.
But it says he's moving to Iowa, I thought he was going to Nebraska.
That's what I thought he was going
I
to.
thought he said it was in Nebraska. That
Does it
letter
say
says
Iowa?
Iowa.
It's up to Omaha.
It says Iowa.
Well, maybe
Omaha.
Council
I guess,
It's kind of
close,
same
you're
thing.
probably right.
Yeah,
It's
Council
probably
Bluffs
like
might
Council
be the
Bluffs,
same
it's all close right there.
It's where it's set.
His son might live over towards Council Bluffs.
And that could be true. That's right, when you get up there. So who ended up getting the judge?
I didn't, I think it was between two people and I never heard for sure who it was. I forgot that.
Sorry, I was just curious.
I talked to Bradford, he said he pulled his name out.
Yeah.
He accepted a job as a city manager somewhere?
Yep.
Oh, you heard that?
He won't say where yet.
Yeah.
Really? Because he had applied for city manager up at Zibell or somewhere right there. I read that someplace.
Yeah. And it's for, he said, that about the same salary as what they're paying this judge.
They have to move?
I would
I
believe
would
so.
say so.
No,
No?
No?
he won't believe, you think he, no.
I would think a city manager would have to be interesting.
We don't require county employees to move.
No, but I would think you were your city manager, but maybe not.
Yeah, I can't, can you see him moving?
No.
I can't even, it'd be a training, correct?
So he hasn't told you, Tara?
No, he,
I mean, he could draw 70 every time.
doesn't ask for me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Probably been in there today.
Since he was in overnight. How are you doing?
did think it was interesting in that letter that he talked about these Oklahoma tribes who pay property tax, but you can think we would have had 15% of all income if it wasn't for one of our late governors.
Yep.
So, how did she get the authority to make that decision for everybody? Did she ask anybody in Jackson County?
What was it?
So years ago when the casino opened up, they offered to give the state of Kansas and the county 15% of their earnings.
Revenue.
And one of our former governors said, oh no, you don't need it. You're good.
I didn't think it was gonna make much. Was it Penny?
Yep.
On the second or third page of the minutes, where it's got 80 Intricate District Court, first paragraph, third paragraph down. SciTech is spelled C-Y-T-E-K.
I was wondering, that's why I have it. CY.
Yes.
Everybody have a good week.
All right, buddy, we'll see you later. Be careful.
And that third paragraph where it says, Northeast Kansas, Ohio County Health Board, Susan Foster, just capitalize the F in Foster. On the first page, it's about 3 paragraphs down.
Yeah.
Her last name, it's not capitalized.
What do you think? I mean, buying the GPS from, even if we've got to put on the dump trucks is a better deal than going through this other company.
The Samsara? Yeah.
Sounds
I'm
like
very
it.
disappointed in Samsara. I mean, what they're, again, like I said, it's a salesman promising all this stuff and, you know, engineering can't back it up.
I mean, to me, just use John Deere Cat's current.
And you got somebody, you know, right here, seems like he's very willing to do what he needs to.
The very last page where we talked about storage at the old elementary school, the price going up. It's not only the district court, all offices that use that space will be asked to chip in for the rent on that.
What page did you say?
The very last page in front of it. So it'd be your next to last page of your PDF. In the second paragraph down. See where it says?
To make a note to have the departments who are using the school facility share the monthly cost.
Yes. Yes.
Doesn't, it says to have the departments who are using the storage facility.
No, it does not have that in there. It says storage at the old elementary school is going up. Good thing to look at for next year. If district court is also using this, they will need to pay a share, but it's all departments who are using this will need to pay a share. I believe is how we left it, correct?
Yes, so at the very
Am I
end,
missing it?
Christy wrote that part,
Okay.
and then at the very end of the meeting, after the resolutions were all done, after the resolution section,
Yes.
and then it says that, like, we approve the minutes, the next thing after that says Chairman Pruett.
said.
Make a note, okay, perfect.
Is that
Right,
okay?
yep, no, that's
the part
fine.
that I wrote.
That's
Christie
perfect.
wrote the other part up earlier.
Yep. No, that's fine. I missed that down there, I hadn't got down there for you. Yep.
The clerk's office, when you enter in, they have to put the values on and stuff.
I can take out.
And so then when it would come
No,
time,
it's fine, just the way it is there, just so they all understand.
there's a printout.
Yeah.
She wrote
I would run
most
those
of them.
Yes.
I just wrote the
And you
ending.
can't get
I
on.
didn't even read that before
So
I
then,
read.
No,
the
you're
clerk's
good.
office would always have
You are
these
good.
forms, I go get those forms from them, signed forms. And I went through them, and if I didn't have a signed form,
But you didn't see everybody that was available, you didn't see everybody's name. So if somebody hadn't sent something back, you wouldn't know that.
right, but I think the clerk's office would know. Yes.
I think that you just have to have to, is it really simplified, so good. So you see what I'm saying? It just seems like there's a lot of,
I know, and because, sometimes, you know, like to do a copy of the form to send back out to the taxpayer. Because they think they should have just done it, but if they paid their taxes on time, they're entitled to that money. I mean, if they've done everything, paid their taxes on time, that's what counts.
and Terry, you said, explain that last part again to me. You did a good job of explaining, but say the last part of that, the reason for the form. I'm just trying to think through my head, is there a reason for all these forms going back and forth and how things can get,
Well, sometimes the rebates transfer with sales.
okay, so that's one of the reasons we're sending this form out, is to make sure that the owner's still there,
Yeah, because sometimes it'll be a person.
okay?
And that form will show what year rebate it's in,
And
and then it'll also show the value.
Really more
The value
information
of
for
it,
that
the percentage, because it goes down each year,
Sure,
so it shows the percentage of the value and stuff for that year.
okay,
And then there's another column over here that shows, like the states, you're getting some of the states, which is a state, but who's contributing to it, like cemetery or fire or
I'm
who.
gonna get a copy of it from
Yeah,
up there, but, okay.
because I think he could come in your office and Aaron should have a list.
I haven't seen
He's
an
been
actual
working on
list of people, but we have all the forms that people have turned in.
Right,
You had said that.
right.
Were you surprised the difference in the per foot
Yeah,
directional boring?
yeah.
I know the one that you had down there, they were just to do a directional bore from one side of the road to the other for a water line, it's like $1,500.
Well, if this is 15,000 for the directional bore and then another 7,000 for, mini excavator and then, hauling equipment to the side and then money for a pickup truck and like, oh, okay.
You know, they built a big site down there off of 110, they're going to their new headquarters.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they bought that land at 110.
Okay.
There's a big price difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't typically do that.
I think they do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's one of their biggest, I mean, they just bought a new directional bore machine. I mean, so their mainstay of business is they work for a lot of water districts across Jackson County and Bunsey and Bach and Jeff. And so directional boring is something they do all the time. I was surprised.
Okay, just let me know when everybody's done with the minutes.
I'm fine, I'm good.
If everybody's read them, I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes of January 5th, 2026 with corrections.
So,
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the minutes of January 5th, 2026 with corrections. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Do we have anything else to come before us today? Terry,
Is
you
this
got
my
anything?
copy? He's gonna email this to us, right?
I think that he said he was going to email both of them. Yeah, this and.
Yeah.
Yep. Terry, do you have anything for ourselves? I believe that you got everything up set up.
I think I got them in the right order.
Yep. Okay. If there's nothing further to come before us today, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. We adjourn this meeting. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Meeting adjourned.
Till next Tuesday.
Yes, and that's the day we have the township meetings also, so that evening.
Tuesday the 20th.
20th. Oh, we got bills on the 15th, Thursday. And that's just stopping, right?
Yes.
Okay.
When you guys, once we have all of these done, meetings done, and they have their designated people, then will those designated people meet quarterly with Road and Bridge?
Yeah,
I thought that was the way we'd set it up.
not with Road and Bridge.
Well, are we gonna have,
Quarterly, they'll meet with us, and Road and Bridge will be there. I don't want them
Okay, and
thinking,
Road and Bridge will be there.
and
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
I don't want them thinking they can go out and
No,
meet
no.
with Road and Bridge.
Yeah.
But will it be all of them at one time? All of their,
The three representatives, the,
2 or 3, whatever it is. But
Yeah,
I
no
think
worries.
she's asking whether it be all the townships at one time.
oh, for sure.
Yeah. So it will have to be an evening meeting and we'll have to come in here and do that. Yeah.
Just come in once a quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 13 townships, so
And
need to develop some organization to the meeting and how,
that's what I was just thinking. There's going to have to be a time limit on each one of them. And it might be almost better to split it up like you got to split up now. Because we don't want to be here till midnight.
yeah, I'm
I've got to
fine.
split a time frame so that, you got 15 minutes to talk Road and Bridge and ask to tell us what your concerns are, so on and so forth. I think yes. We'll have to sit down and discuss some parameters for the meeting.
Yeah, and part of it too is where do you see the big budgets? Let's give them some direction of what we're asking.
Where they need to
Not-
start looking and planning.
Yeah, not there's a hole in front of this and a
Yeah.
hole over here.
Yeah.
That's
That's not
a different critter.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
a different critter.
Sounds good.
as I called some of them that do have people in,
right,
that are like the, quarterly or whatever. I called them to let them know about the meeting.
Uh-huh.
They have asked, like, so should we bring our own concerns to this? I'm like, no, this is just an informational meeting
Yes.
about what's gonna happen next. So then I was kind of curious how that was going to
Yeah.
go, because I didn't know if they'd all come to the quarterly meetings at the same time or whatnot.
Is Kristen still upstairs?
Yeah,
I'll
she
let her see that stuff. I'll just leave this here. You block the door when you come out and I'll come back in and grab it.
So it just, the one lady in particular was asking me questions, and I was like, I don't really know. I haven't gotten those answers so much.